Well, here's my buck. Shot him right here. As you can see, there's very little blood loss out of the hole. Very similar to muzzleloader hunting. Anyway, that bullet, I was shooting downhill, kind of diagonal. It went through shoulder, lungs, everything else in between. It ended up back here in the loin. The loin was just shredded. And there was a great big blood clot back here. And I felt around. And of course, as you saw, it was in there. And I opened him up and it was just jelly. All jelly. About a 50-yard shot. 50, 55, 60, somewhere in there. I don't even know. Don't even care right now. And he ran about 40 yards, I would say. I knew I nailed him because he did not use that front leg at all. And he didn't go very far. He's got a little split brow tine there. He's not the biggest deer in the world. I would say he's kind of average. But it's been a long time since I've harvested a deer. Over a year. I haven't harvested one with a bow for 5. And last year's shotgun season, I did not get a deer. I choked. Yeah, I was pretty mad with myself last year. But anyway, that's him. While I was dragging him, I saw this bone laying in the mud. I'm like, well, that's a weird bone. I've never seen that. What is it? So I pulled it out of the mud. It's a turkey leg. That's a spur. That's kind of wicked. I've seen spurs, I've seen turkey legs, but I've never seen the actual bone. Very cool. Let's show you how this bullet performed. These Federal 300 grain jacketed hollow points are awesome for these 450 Bushmasters. Like I said in my other video, they have, if you look really close, they have little serrations that only go down maybe 1/8 of an inch, but inside they must go further, because the way this thing performed was phenomenal. There's what I dug out of his loin. Look at the petals. They all curled back. They all stayed on there. Just crazy. All the lead stayed on, all that I know of. I'll weigh it when I get home. I guarantee this thing has probably got over 95% weight retention. That's just insane. It's a fantastic bullet. So as far as hunting goes, this is what I'm going to shoot out of that Ruger 450. I mean, there's a huge difference. And at one point, this thing is almost like 1.5 inches across. If you spread out the petals and made them flat. There was bone chips, there was all kinds of stuff inside there. Just turned him to jelly. Great bullet. I got to get my knife out and get some stuff done and get him cut up. And Got him reported. Got to get the DNR here. Have him test him. And we'll go from there. Gerald's out in the woods right now. Hopefully he sees one that he wants. Yeah, it was crazy. It was fun. He's got a big body. I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of that shoulder. As far as meat goes, there's going to be a lot of bruising in there, but I can't help that. I could have helped it if I would have aimed here. But here's the thing. He was walking, and I didn't want to aim here and have it end up back in here somewhere. I didn't want to gut shoot him for sure. That's why I hit the shoulder. Plus, I didn't want him to go very far. But anyway, we'll get him cut up. There's my 2019 firearms deer. Shotgun season 1. Okay, we're at 0. This is that bullet out of my deer. So this is a 300 grain bullet. So there's 290, which is too much. So we'll go to 280. There's 285. $286 is too much. We'll go to 0.3. Wow. 280 plus 5 is 285.3. That's 95.1% weight retention. That's magnificent. That is unbelievable. I still can't get over how bonded that lead is to that copper. I mean, if this was another brand of bullet, that lead had peeled off all of those petals. So somewhere in there are 4.7 grains of lead, probably in the shoulder, snagged on some bone, wherever else it might have ended up. This is like a 300 grain freight train. I am so impressed with that caliber. That thing is awesome. Love it. But yeah, 95.1%. Phenomenal.